I get to go to the field and see amazing sites and at the same time do research that can have an impact on people's livelihoods. My name is Dr Fernanda Adame. I'm a wetland ecologist at the Australian Rivers Institute at Griffith University. My main studies focus on the ecosystem services that wetlands provide us. Wetlands are very important because they can uptake nutrients and therefore improving the water quality that comes from, let's say, for agricultural land or farming. Also, they can import sediments, improve sedimentation. And in terms of carbon sequestration, wetlands can accumulate carbon for centuries, therefore mitigating the impacts of climate change. Walking inside a wetland is something that not many people like to do, and traveling inside a mangrove forest, climbing the trees, just swimming in water holes in Mexico, or just going to places and seeing animals that not many people get to see because maybe they're a bit scared of, getting muddy or getting bitten by mosquitoes. But I really love that part, and also I love that I get to do research and knowing that what I do can help people conserve and restore these important ecosystems. Wetlands are kind of one of the champions of storing carbon because also we see they have really big trees, but the main thing is the sediment. So the sediment is very anoxic. That's why wetlands sometimes smell a bit funny, because it's very anoxic, but that anoxia makes it that doesn't decompose. So if you can take a core of sediment, you can see it's being stored there for centuries. In drier areas, the sediment, when it's exposed to oxygen, it decomposes. So it's not as good as storing carbon in the sediment as wetlands are. So that's why wetlands are the champions of storing carbon. I spend half of my time at Griffith University and half of my time with the environmental heritage protection of the Queensland government. So that is an ongoing project in which I'm engaged with traditional owners, with the farmers, the sugarcane farmers, and a lot of members of the community that have interest in wetlands. I've been working at the Australian Rivers Institute for 4 years now, and personally I really enjoy it because it's not only me working in my project by myself, but I collaborate with all these experts and amazing people that can have their input, so we can have really comprehensive projects that are just not about science but also about implications in the community, in the economies, in not just in the wetlands but in the ocean or in the rivers, so that we can really make this overall projects that are really interesting. And also I found that Inari has been really supportive for women. So I've been having lots of benefits for maternity leaves, flexible hours, that make my life as a woman and as a mother and as a scientist much more easier and enjoyable. Future challenges is hopefully keep working in Australia and in Mexico and everywhere around the world, doing good science that it's useful for the people.